Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda. Om Nithyananda. Paramashivoham.
I bless you all. Let you all open the eyes. The powers of Lord Shiva.
Om Nithyananda. Shivom. Om Nithyananda. Paramashivoham. Om Paramashivoham. Om
Sugadam Alam Jnanamurtim Dvandvati Dilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhabatitam Trivaritam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam. With the divine grace and blessings of Paramashivam, now showing you the live darshan from Kailasa, Madurai. Yes, the Kailasonnata Shyamalapeetha, the place where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the Kailasa embassy, where all of us will be able to see the darshan of Somasundareshwara, the very manifestation of Mahadeva as Sundareshwara. Gracefully, he gives so many leelas throughout these Brahmotsavam. Currently, right now, Brahmotsavam going, celebrating the various leelas of when Paramashiva came down and ruled a kingdom. If you ever think that Mahadeva would be ruling a kingdom, imagine the glory, imagine the celebration, imagine the amount of possibilities of enlightenment or the possibilities of absolute dharmic living that can happen when someone, when Paramashiva himself comes and rules the kingdom. That was the pristine lifestyle of the Madurai Samrajyam, from where Paramashiva literally ruled the entire cosmos itself. And some of these leelas are literally bringing the multiple dimensions into our Bhuloka, into the planes of our planes, and understanding the leelas of Paramashiva. When we of course, these are the real history. Yes, it is Paramashiva in 11 bodies, and those bodies very much as sacred of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism reveals there's no other place Shiva manifest in, and there Paramashiva there constantly and creating such an energy center. And Brahmotsav, a very important one, series of Brahmotsav there in the city of Madurai. One of them, of course, one of the biggest ones, the biggest one is the Chittre Perula, the marriage of Meenakshi Sundareshwara, and after that she rules the whole universe, in fact, from the one place, and she rules along with Soma Sundareshwara, and then from this month Aavani has been ruling, and from this month till the next year, Pattabhishekam Meenakshi, Soma Sundareshwara will ruling as the Sundara Rajapandian, and he ruled such a beautiful down-to-earth ways, subjects, and raising them to a higher level of consciousness, higher level of trust in themselves, higher level of trust in the existence, that everything is taking care of them. Paramashiva is there to take care of them. The way he comes out to assure again and again that he is there, he is taking care, is the magic and the marvel of the whole Brahmotsavam in itself. The energies that are presented before us, we'll be able to receive them as the Nijavataras themselves. They are Nijavatara means when the very Somasundareshwara man bed, that is the Nijavatara, and the Archa are the same as the Nijavatara. That the deities that are in which deity the Paramashiva has been invoked and celebrate as Paramashiva, and we worship as Paramashiva, those deities are known as Archa avatars, and they are avatars as well, nations of God. They are like how if you live with the birds of in front of you, same way you can connect and attend to the in front of you. So it is the way that we celebrate the deities, and that is the one of the core center beautiful beliefs in Hinduism. Not just a belief, it is a reality. It is a truth, and you are truth, or you are, if you know he is living being, and if the deity is taking care of us, is always one of the most rare beings on the soul. Fortunate to have that kind of a thing, have a humbleness to know that Paramashiva manifests in the deity and be there before us. So let us get ourselves watching. Please be seated in an upright position and see Somasundareshwara and Meenakshi Devi, who are going to be coming to the very gates and of the Kailasa Madurai. They come from the main temple and they go around in the streets during the Brahmotsavam. Yes, it's a celebration with them. Actually, we always think of a temple where we would go and have Brahmotsavams. The sweetest thing is that we're our very own doors. They come, how would you receive them? And we have the Kailasians who are in Madurai. They are ready to receive all of the love, garlands, and the Nutana Vastram, giving on all our behalf. Receive a royal guest to your home, and that could same way be waiting and looking for them. And so many stories are there in that deep waiting, and so much of literature is Puranic history is there talking about the waiting for the darshan of the deity, and that deep passive waiting, one is just lost. Even for lifetimes they can be lost, but finally when it happens, when the darshan manifests, it is a beautiful ending. It is like meeting an old friend, the meeting the blessing again, meeting the original context again. That is the way that you experience the darshan of the deity, and we're darshan of Somasunakshi Devi in a few moments from now. And today is a specific Leela that we celebrate in the Madurai, in the Tiruvilayadal. This Leela is when Paramashiva himself comes and stands to attest for one of his deities before the court. It's a beautiful Leela, and it's actually a very epic in history that it sounds a lot of hearts of so many of the devotees of Paramashiva. And this is about how to the rescue of one of his dharmi, yes, and named the Sambhagapandiyan, who had always taken the flowers from the forest, specifically the champaka flower, which has a beautiful fragrance, and taken it and offered it in his ritual every day, his puja. One particular his garden had a epiphany of a strong smell, a strong, profound, unique smell coming from somewhere, and it was so fragrant and just overtook him to the level where he was searching all around the source. And finally, after searching, he started able to feel it strongly. As soon as he turned and he saw that the queen, his own queen next to him, was having the from her terraces, and he had the question in that moment that it was a natural smell because of the smell of the hair. So he had natural hair of the women that he had himself. He put it in as all of the scholarship of the Tamil Sangam, and he asked all of them, please tell me the answer. Do they have the natural smell of the hair that is, or does it come by a perfume added to it? This question was presented and whoever was able to answer with their answer rewarded with a small sack of gold. This was something that one of the devotees of Paramashiva beautifully in it. And he was, of course, he was a devotee, and he was very devoted to Paramashiva. So he had a to Paramashiva. Let me present a poem or present the answer to the question. And immediately, out of his just compassion, Paramashiva gives him a poem on it that answers the king's question. He was very excited. He goes and takes this palm leaf to the king. This is presented by me. This is the answer to your question, O king. And the king tells beautifully how the woman's hair has a natural fragrance in itself, does not require anything applied to it, any perfume or fragrance applied to it. It has its own a natural fragrance. This was something that was so pleased the king, so he did dharmi with the small sack of gold. But another leading scholar named who had an interesting attitude towards the whole question in place, he simply said no. He just denied the have of fragrance only if a perfume was added to it, and that is something that he was something so arrogantly saying it had to be this way. And because of this even up to anything poem or the truth of say he was not he was completely arrogant, and this because he was would be something that is judged as true from Shiva and says this just someone with a status and someone with a word, a powerful word, is able to just say that your poem is wrong, your poem is something that is not right. And Paramashiva himself comes out and Somasundareshwara in a beautiful goes to the king and asks in the court, in fact, to answer why this isn't that the answer, why you're continuously saying no. In his question again and again by Somasundareshwara, and Somasundara asks the beautiful question. He says, then does this rule also apply to the celestial women? Does it apply to the women of Devi Parvati, for example? And in that moment, and even had even the fragrance must be added to their hair to be smell or to have any effect. There would be no such thing as this. And in that verse, Paramashiva, through his grace, it is only his grace, he opens his third eye slightly to remove the arrogance of Nakiran. And in that intense heat, the ego was burnt, and Nakiran immediately reacted by running away and jumping into the well in the Meenakshi temple. And in that way, Paramashiva also did. Of course, the story continued, was also blessed, and the Tiruvizha Leela ready to of Sundari gracing us in seeing none of Shokkanadar, Meena, Sundareshwara Swami himself, and then following him, Meenakshi Devi, who is there gracing with all of the deities in the streets of Madurai. And amongst I think the rains are happening there, but even then the devotees flock, the deities come, rituals continue, temples, traditions move on. Nothing can stop, and always the rituals are blessed and beautifully. In the silver elephant vehicle, we see Meenakshi Devi before us. We bow down to her as the mother of the whole cosmos. If we connect with the Swamiji in our lives as the one who is at the administrator, as the one who is having such a vision of Kailasa and giving salvation to so many Hindus and solution much of problems. If we see that rescuer, that is Swamiji, we also must give gratitude to Meenakshi Devi, whose the very incarnation is, whose incarnation again is Swamiji in our lives. Her very muscle memory and biomemory, administrative power is there in Swamiji. Having Swamiji in our life, she also beautiful palanquin and beautiful flower decorated mandapam. We are seeing the pavilion of Somasundareshwara Swami. He is gracing here in the very streets of Madurai and giving gratitude to the Supreme Pontiff, giving us this digital platform so all of us are able to have the Chokkanadar, Hala Hala Sundarskin mantras now. As we have the darshan of Somasundareshwara Swami, we can sing Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Have your hands, but it is very important to come to this beautiful body language. It does a lot to be able to align with what is being presented before us. You can also just do the same body language, put your hands together and be in a very receptive way, being in a space of deep listening, receiving the God that is there before us. And in this way also we connect and surrender and have our Sundareshwara himself, Paramashiva himself. This deity is him. It is nothing that is just a reminder or representation. He is really there before us. He is really there, and in the same reverence we must receive him. And beautifully he is gracing all of the people in the streets of Madurai, giving everyone the blessings directly in your TV screen or a computer screen or phone screen. Maybe of this moment to have the darshan of these deities is something so profound and something that we should really treasure in our lives. We don't know how many janmas or how many lifetimes we had to even hear the name of Somasundareshwara or our lives. And that was the darshan just now of Meenakshi Devi, to whom we offer our respects and love. And here the Somasundareshwara Swami's pavilion, his mandapam is there. It is coming closer and closer to the very gates of the Kailasa in Madurai, which is just 100 meters or less away. And here we are at the Kailasa Madurai, having the darshan of Chokkanadar. He is there. We offer to him our choicest love and devotion. He is the Somasundareshwara who is so compassionate. He gives even the liberation to the small animals and gives the possibilities for the birds, the pigs, and all of the animals also to have the to have the experience of remove from themselves the suffering and raise above and have the superconscious breakthrough. He's literally the one who created the entire Hindu civilization, the civilization of enlightenment itself. And it was the first organization that he created in this very place of Shyamalapeetha, Sarvajnapeetham. We offer to him our love and devotion. You can chant the Namah Shivaya Panchakshari internally his darshan. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Having his darshan and offering all of our respects and love to Chokkanada, Somasundareshwara Swami, and excitingly the next we're so much awaiting the mother goddess herself, Meenakshi, who is beautifully gracing today on the silver Gajavahana, is coming to our very own home, Kailasa, Madurai, and to we're offering the garlands and the clothing on all of our behalf, and all of you are able to have the darshan of Meenakshi, and we ocean. And of course, at the end of the procession, we have Chandikeshwara Swami. To him we respects. He's the one in our life who takes care of our accounts and makes sure that we are in integrity with all of our finances and karmic accounts as well. With that, we see the procession and the buzz in the streets go on, and the celebration of Meenakshi Sundareshwara go on. No matter if there is rain or shine, the rituals go on and the celebration is done. And we are seeing the deities back into the temple, concluding the procession for the evening, and we are having their darshan. This is again Meenakshi Devi sitting on the Rajata. The Gaja is magnificent form of a animal that is so large and so contributing in its nature to its leadership. Its way of just showing its grace. All those royal elephant qualities of the elephant are celebrated, and those are what is the reason why the goddess will grace us in the Gajavahana, giving us the same blessings of royalness, of tranquility, and of deep breathing. The elephant has the same quality of deep breathing with its long trunk. And beautifully we are seeing the deities are welcomed back into the temple with the Tirukailaya Vadyam. So many devotees, you can just see in the air from Meenakshi Sundareshwara. The devotees are all flocking just to see the darshan of Meenakshi Sundareshwara. They are the apple of our hearts. They're literally the ones we cherish, the treasure in our lives. They are all. This is the beautifully the Ashtadaksh Mandapam, the entrance of the temple. They are going back after the processioning, and before us we can see the boys are playing Vadyam, bringing the Kailasa to the whole atmosphere. Part of what the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is reviving, and beautifully we're able to see this and treasure this. If you're watching this right now, this kind of a lifestyle around you, just imagine being a part of this kind of a beautiful Kailasa ambience. This is what the Supreme Pontiff is reviving this whole way of Kailasa, preserving it for all of us, making it possible for all of us to even have this possibility now to live amongst gods there with Somasundareshwari, just paving the way for all of us in all the modern way to however we consume the information or news or and through the technology sharing with us Kailasa in the digital platforms have the opportunity to be able to darshans. And here again we're revived back, and we are offer our at the divine lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Deity is Pratyaksha there in the front of the Kailasa. We offer our this whole experience, this whole revival of Sanatana Hindu Dharma through Kailasa, or deep devotion and respects. And of course there also we have Adi Guru Dakshinamurti, just having their darshans here, putting ourselves before them. Keep your hands in the Namaskar Mudra. All of the nadis and way that our body will function. You may not understand the rituals or the beautifully, but if you even have an yoga, you can understand it keeping your hands together in this way and bowing down, acting, and just being in a space of deep listening. And maybe we may connect to the Guru and say that Swamiji is the powerful impact in my life. But Swamiji tells us that the deities are living, so we can connect with them and say, my Guru says that you are truly responding to me. Please help me to experience you. Even in this humbleness, even in this simplicity, if you approach the deities, miracles will happen in your life. Miracles will be seen in your life. So this is a beautiful opportunity that has been presented to us. Thank you all for joining the offering that we have done for this particular day's Leela, and thank you for joining the very segment on the very dharmi story, and getting to know how Paramashiva comes out to stand by his word. And anybody who has any ideas of just arrogance and really push through that, and the Paramashivatva standing up for the truth, and that way we celebrate. Of course, you are seeing in Kailasa to the devotees who have come to have the darshan of Meenakshi Sundareshwara. Swamiji always tells, and the truth that is being derived from the Shastras, those who have the darshan of Meenakshi Sundareshwara, they are the very embodiment of Meenakshi Sundareshwara in our lives. So Annadhanam is continuing. If you go to the link below in the description, you can make a donation and be a part of the Annadhanam. Annadhanam is one of the dharmas, or one of the danas, the 13 danas that a practicing Hindu should do in their life. So take this opportunity and make a donation. You can scan the QR to you, and also make the donation a single donation, or a recurring donation if you want to contribute the ongoing Annadana services that are given to the public, no matter who you are, no matter from where you are or what religion you are. None of that matters. You can come and have food at the Kailasa Madurai, have a meal, and celebrate the ways that people even come from, as a pilgrims. They'll come and have the darshan of the deity, but they even relinquish their food. Many people, when they move to have the darshan of the deity in the temple, they're so drawn to have the experience of Paramashiva Somasundareshwara during the Brahmotsav, that they just are moved by the word of mouth that they have to go see Sundareshwara, they have to go see Meenakshi during this festival, that they forget that they have to attend to their hunger, or the hunger of their children or their loved ones, and just to push Paramashiva first, even before our own hunger. That's something that even happens. And to them who do that, even that little sacrifice, to them also we celebrate them, they celebrate their devotion. They are literally doing the work of even reviving the traditions, reviving the sacred sentiments that all of us carry about having the darshan of the deity, which is foremost in our life, more than even our food, sleep, anything. Everything can be sacrificed for having that beautiful devotion. It isn't something like that is a weekend vacation or something that you go to as a holiday. This is literally people's lives, their gods that they are celebrating with. And to go to their god, they may chance forget their hunger, or forget the hunger of the loved ones around them that they're taking. But the moment that they see that Kailasa Madurai is giving the free Annadhanam, remember, they'll remember they have the body, they need to attend to their food of themselves or the loved ones, and they'll come and have the food and have the darshan. And for those people who have even done that small sacrifice, for them they are Meenakshi Sundareshwara for all of us. For them, they have just been energized. Even that small sacrifice, Bhagavan Sri Krishna beautifully tells inside the Bhagavad Gita. He says, Swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Even if you follow a little bit of dharma, even a little bit of sacrifice, if it is done, you can conquer the greatest fears. And for those people who have done that, come to Madurai and have the darshan of Meenakshi Sundareshwara, putting aside all their routines and all their day-to-day hassles. They go to Madurai, they see the darshan. To them who put all that aside and go, we salute them, we worship them as Meenakshi Sundareshwara themselves. And Annadhanam is a way to give the gratitude to Meenakshi Sundareshwara and to all of those Shvanadiyas who are the devotees of Paramashiva, who are the very embodiment of Paramashiva in our lives. So we offer the Annadhanam. So being a part of that food giving, not just to people, everyone as a charity, but as those who are devotees of Paramashiva, who have come to exclusively see him. They are the people who need to be given the Annadhanam, given the food, and they are the ones who did the small sacrifice to keep that tradition alive for themselves or for their families. And beautifully, as Kailasa Mother, we salute them as practicing Hindus, as living Hindus in the world, and taking care of the sentiments of Hindus for themselves and for the generations to come. So giving them all the food is our honor, is our privilege. They are Meenakshi Sundareshwara, and we want to invite you all to continue to contribute and give your donations to this wonderful cause of Annadhanam going on continuously in Kailasas around the world. So yes, with that we want to thank you for joining us in today's evening Mandagappadi offering, and invite you for the 25th of August. In a few more days actually, we'll be having the Somasundareshwara coronation ceremony, the divine grace and blessings and presence of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. We will be seeing even the coronation of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as the 293rd Guru Maha Sannidhaanam. Keeping the spiritual kingdom alive, active, is the very goal of Kailasa Madurai, and you can see its magnificence in the way that we are celebrating the Annadhanam, celebrating and bringing to you all of the darshans of Meenakshi Sundareshwara, and literally living this the tradition from wherever you are. So with this we offer our gratitude to of Hinduism, his tradition, and helping us really have the hands-on experience of it all. With that, we offer our gratitude to Swamiji to celebrate the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as third Guru of Meenakshi Sundareshwara themselves on the 25th of August. The program will be starting around 6 p.m. Indian Standard Time. We invite you all to join us and be a part of the celebrations. Thank you. We'll conclude today with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasada
Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.